And Data Samuel is on with us also.
Samuel, you're most welcome. Long time things went. You're so silent.
Yes, thank you so much, Rukia. It's nice to meet you again.
Nice meeting you too. We are with your team here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. We are going to start our order of fellowship. We're going to start with the Rotary Grace. The Rotary Grace is going to be read by Danny Christine. Then we have the Loyal Toast, which will be read by Sumbua Zabib. Then we have the Forward Test, which will be read by Maka Juma. The new project service chair. Then we have the Final Toast, which will be read by the Sergeant at Arms, that is Aziza Dawa. Then the object of Rotary will be read by me here. So we are all welcome for today's meeting, and may we stand up for the order of fellowship. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The Rotary Grace will be read by Lenny Christine. For what we have received and what we are about to receive, may we be truly thankful and ever mindful of the needs of the less privileged. Amen.
I'm going to I'm going to say the royal toast to His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda.
To His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda.
Yes. This is Maka Juma. I'm going to say the forward test of the things we think, say, and do. 1, is it the truth? 2, is it fair to all concerned? 3, will it build goodwill and better friendships? 4, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thanks.
Thank you so much. Next, we are going to object of Rotary, which will be read by me from here. Here it goes. The object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as basis of wealth enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster. 1, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. 2, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as opportunity to serve society. 3, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. 4, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in ideal of service. Thank you so much. That was the object of Rotary. Now we take our seats. Thank you once more. For today's update, we have received funds from Malaria Partners International. With the funds we have received, it has already entered in the account. We already have it in the account. And next, we are going to have the reception meeting. Which reception meeting will involve the district leaders, Rotarians, particular our mother club, Arua and Arua Eco City. Then the clubs, like we have the mother club, will give us their free time for the reception meeting. Then after them giving us the free time for the reception meeting, we shall now propose which day we shall have the reception meeting. Then in Machangana, we already have 21 pit latrines being dug. We are training once. I went to the bank yesterday. The fund has not yet entered in the account, but the bank manager told me after 2 to 3 days, we should, once the money enters in, he will give me a call, then I will go in to check. Then after, once the money has entered in the account, we shall have to train the youths on how to lay bricks using the Machiga machines. The youths are going to be mixed up. we shall get trained youths from Achiba who will come and train the youths in Machangana on how to lay the bricks. I think the rain season is starting and most of the members want their latrines to be built now. Then, since we already have the funds for malaria partners, we are going to train, there's going to be training of VSTs from 8 villages together with Rotarians, so that they can easily work just like we did in Achiba. We are going to have district health team, district health officer, who will come and train the youth here in our office where we are having our meetings, together with the 8 VSTs, 8 villages. Then we also have a plan of getting an accountant, assistant accountant, to record for us our expenditures. We'll be recording for us our expenditures for the project of MPI. They will be doing the work hand in hand together with the hand for malaria for Machangana. Then we have training of youths. Yeah, that's training of youths, I've already said. Then we shall get update from NAFISI. NAFISI has also requested us to go and do survey in Tiju, which survey, I think on Friday, we are going to Tiju to do the survey. Since there's a problem of the phone and she's also here, she'll talk more on that. We shall also get update from Lenny Christine about the Mususu, how it's going on. And also she'll also give us update on the work plans we have, some highlights on the work plans. Then after that, the floor will be open for the reactions and updates from Rotarians, both in the house and Rotarians online and the partners. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think NAFS will give us update on teaching, and after teaching, then Lenny Christian takes us through.
Okay. Good afternoon, all the Rotarians who are online. This is me, Nafsi Zulaika, who's leading the project of TG Village about Susuel under P2P program. So I would just like to thank for the Rotarians who are online in Ituju. I've tried to do the survey. I linked through the M-Water portal, but I've tried to do it when it reaches to the level of submitting the survey on that smartphone, it will not. Innocent thing that it might be either I did some mistake there. I came personally up to the office. He also tried it by himself with that phone. It cannot able. So we discussed with those of Rukia and Len Christine. I requested them to go and done our survey from Tiju Village. So they have agreed to support me for doing that project, for doing that survey. So I've really welcomed them to help me. And then in top of that, as by now I'm talking, it's now rain season. I had some good news here from Urukia that these youths from Achiba, who are and those one with the Machangana, they will be together to be laying the bricks for the communities for constructing the whatever's the toilet. I'm really very grateful for that. I think the same thing will also take place in my place in Tiju. And then the other thing is we have tried to check our account. Still, we are not seeing some cash money there in our account. So the bank manager is like, it may take like 2 to 5 days. We come and check later. That's, I think, the other thing I've tried to see there. And the communities are really now complaining because of not constructing those toilets. By now, because of the rain issue, others are even full with water now. So it is really becoming a challenge for them. Mosquitoes are also using that one, and advantages for them to go and lay their eggs there. So they're also complaining of that. So I'm requesting those of Rokia to do that survey. And then after the survey, the more update Chris will also get by that time. And that meeting, they have told us to organize together with those of Honorable Asiko Talibu and the Honorable Avakomel Sanei Magule I tried to discuss with the honorable, so she's on the way traveling to Kampala. She told me next week, if he comes back, she will be included in that meeting in TZ village, so that we try to see what is taking place there. They should also know about it. I think that's the small information I can give you about TZ. The more will also be some next week because of time management. Thanks.
Thank you so much. That was Nafsi. Today, and we are having update from Lenny Christine.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is Lenny Christine, President-elect, standing in for the Musuzu well as the chairperson for the Musuzu well. For the Musuzu well, the drilling has been going on well, but at the moment we are stuck because the owner of the well could not supply us with casing pipes yet. That's why we have hold it on, waiting for the casing pipes. Once it's already sent, we shall receive it and insert it so that we continue to drill using the casing pipe. We are waiting for the casing pipe simply because if we continue to drill, as we continue to drill, and then the ground down there continue to collapse, and it will be the casing pipes which will support the collapse of the mud down there. For our programs, we have already drawn our work plan for both malaria partners and also Machangana. We have drawn our work plans. We are going to make the activity plans, and we shall be giving you the updates every week as we continue with these activities, and we continue to read for you the plans. Our first plan is going to be for the community sensitization. By first week of April, we are going to go out for community sensitization in all these 80 communities. This is, sorry? The 80 villages, I mean, not the communities, the 80 villages, that's where we shall be going for community mobilization. And our work, we shall be doing it also in hand with the district officials. Most of the times we shall be involving our community health educator and our community malaria focal person. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was from Lenny Christine. Now we go. I'm now requesting any Rotarians online who has an update. It's most welcome, especially also from Chris. You're most welcome. And we shall also request our mother club, Gloria, to guide us where necessary when we are going to implement the malaria project.
Data, do you have any questions for Lenny Christine?
I will definitely ask Lenny and the team a lot of questions, but I would love to have a separate meeting with them later with maybe they will use Innocent's phone so that we would have a lengthy discussion.
Great. Do you need a time for that discussion? Is it possible at the end of this meeting? Or what is convenient to you, Lenny Christine?
It's okay. Maybe is it after this meeting or another day? That question goes to data.
Yeah, I think I can fix my time in your time. If Innocent is there, we can do it after this meeting, and that will be so great because tomorrow I will be traveling to the field and I'll come back at 6 p.m.
Good. So should it be immediately after this meeting?
Immediately after the meeting.
Do you want
Okay.
to do it on WhatsApp or what?
Lenny, which one works well for you?
Any of the two. The Zoom link is good, WhatsApp is good.
Yeah. Maybe we shall ask Chris to let the Zoom on, as we shall then discuss using the Zoom.
Yes, so that Chris will be part of the discussion.
Well, I can turn over ownership, I can make you co-hosts of the meeting so that you can go on with, you don't have to have me. Thank you.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
As regarding the money for Tiju and Machangana programs, the money for Tiju was moved out of my account March 15th, and the money for Machangana was moved out of my account on on Monday. So I will call Western Union and find out what in the world has happened. I do not understand how the money has not moved to the Canberra account. So I will follow up with them. I have $26,000 less in my account now, so hopefully it's going to your account, but why it is not there, I do not understand. So I will talk with them right after the meeting. Thank you.
Yeah, I think concerning the Matangana account, Matangana money, I went to the bank manager also had, I printed out the other money, the other seat where you make transfers with. Then I gave to him. He sent email to the headquarters. The people said there was a transaction which was made on 27th. Yeah, of this
Okay.
month. Then we just, yeah, we wait for 2 to 3 days, and then we'll go back to check on that.
So they say that it arrived the 27th to,
They said they made a transaction on 27th.
okay,
So
great.
that account is still on the way.
All right, good. And Tiju, we've got no idea what has happened to that $5,000 that went into the Vuleba Women's account for Tiju. Is that right?
Yeah.
Nafish?
Now this is, yeah.
Yes, I'm getting you.
Yes, so I sent the money, the $5,000, it's $4,992 to the Vuleba Women's account, the account number, the account name that you gave me. And they say it is not in that account. Is that correct?
So we checked that thing is now 3 days ago. I think maybe we shall also try to go back to confirm again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Write me a message on WhatsApp immediately so
Okay.
that I can figure out
Okay.
what I need to do. Thank you. That is
Okay, you're
all,
welcome.
that is all I have. Thank you.
Okay.
Now I'm making an announcement before we go to the next, rather before the next Rotary and other partner talks in. We have already started our fasting. I think next Wednesday we are going to have meetings starting from 3, so that the women also get some chances to go and prepare their things for breaking the fasting. No,
So
that's
move
very-
the meetings 1 hour earlier, is that correct?
Yeah, it will be at 3, starting from 3, Ghana time. Then
Got
4, at 4, the meeting ends, so that they can go home and prepare.
Good, good. Thank you. One of my friends wrote me that it is also a time for giving up bad habits.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought every time was a good time to give up bad habits, but thank you.
But this particular is special.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So we will welcome reactions, either questions from the Rotarians online and in the room. You're most welcome.
Is Innocent there?
Who innocent?
Yes.
Melisha?
Yes. Is Innocent in the meeting?
Innocent has just been from the field, but he's around.
Okay,
He's also having a meeting.
all right. That is fine, thank you.
He has a meeting with the people of Tasso. So any other reaction from, I see Gloria online.
Yes, I want to say congratulations for receiving the funds from Malaria Partners International. And this meeting, the information you've given us is timely because we have a monthly check-in meeting of Malaria Partners Uganda and Malaria Partners International tomorrow around this time, tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So the information you've given me is good for updating them. You are talking about the inception meeting. So in an inception meeting, I think you will share the project objectives with all the stakeholders you have invited there to that meeting. And also, when you are going to have the training of the village health teams, you said the project will be implemented in 8 villages. So there should be at least a minimum of 2 VHTs per village. I don't know if in this project you are recruiting more, but the VHTs are important, and there should be, also it is good for the Rotarians, at least a project committee, to sit and attend that training as well, so that you know what is going to happen. Malaria incidence has gone high in Uganda. In the last, we had a meeting with the Ministry of Health last week, and there's going to be another meeting tomorrow. But incidence of malaria is very high, and Ministry of Health is overwhelmed. They are looking for partners to work with in eradication of malaria. Well, doing the MD, the rapid test, and then the treatment and clearing of the vegetation. And also it has been confirmed that with the rainy season, the incidence of mosquitoes breeding and increasing is really high. So your project has come timely, and everyone is going to take keen interest to see how this project will be implemented. So it is a good idea that you're also going to hire the services of an accounts assistant to keep documentation. So in the training, it must be emphasized that the village health teams must keep records on a weekly and monthly basis, so that they keep records of the actual situation, and they should not be forging documents, because that is another challenge Ministry of Health is getting, that VHTs are not submitting correct information. And they are also submitting information. Some hospitals and health units are not also reporting to Ministry of Health, because the information collected by VHTs should be going to the district health officer or the district malaria focal point officer, and it goes to Ministry of Health. So if they are understating, or if they are not giving the correct information, then it is distorting the national statistics on the malaria situation in the country. Right now, there's that upsurge in Bukedi, in the Lango region, and in Western Uganda, in the refugee hosting districts. But I don't see West Nile region being mentioned. Maybe because the Presidential Malaria Initiative has been funding the indoor residual spraying in 7 districts in West Nile. But also the report we got was that the medicines, the insecticide used for spraying the mosquitoes was changed. Therefore, it is not effective. There's something wrong which has happened. So I really hope that this intervention of Yumbe is going to be a springboard for others to see that smaller organizations, CBOs, and NGOs can have a better intervention in malaria control and eradication. So take this project very carefully and do your best to see that we get very good results. So much for what you are doing, and always keep consulting when you are doing this implementation. And of course, for the Malaria Partners International, they'll expect regular reports, even if it's not time for updates. Like when you go to the field, take pictures, because pictures speak volumes of words. If you take pictures of VHTs in the field, maybe they are doing the malaria test or they are giving treatment in the community, in those villages, capturing those pictures and sharing it in the report will speak volumes more than the written word. So that is my advice for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Rukia?
so much. But yes, please, you're most welcome, Helen.
Yeah, so in taking those pictures, it's always a problem to find a place where you can find those pictures later when you need them. So one place that you might want to store them is on a Rotary Facebook page, or maybe on a SADOC Facebook page, so that anytime in the future when any of us need those pictures, we know where to find them. And it's always best to put a little text with it, like this was testing in a certain village on a certain day, so we can be accurate in our references.
Okay. Yeah, I think we shall do that once we go to the field.
So Chris has a question, I think, too.
Chris, you're most welcome.
Thank you. So do we have any information on the mosquito nets?
No.
So Gloria, could you ask about the mosquito nets? We were told that one reason that we were not able to buy mosquito nets with Malaria Partners International funds was that there were 34 million mosquito nets bought for Uganda, but we are not seeing them in any villages. So without mosquito nets, the malaria comes back, even when we do the testing.
I'll put that to the meeting tomorrow. But I know that also within the Ministry of Health, I think they have challenges. And now, well, maybe it's information which I should not disclose here, but they have internal challenges with the management of the program. So all activities have been halted. I think there's going to be some overhaul or some changes in the management of that project, the National Malaria Control Program. So I think that's why things have been on hold. But if they eventually start implementing the project, because the upside of malaria is so high, and even there's very high demand for blood donations, blood transfusion, because of the patients who have anemia. due to malaria. So I think that is on pressure, under pressure. We also have, there was a partners meeting which was held last week where the ministry has been put on pressure. So I think they'll eventually have to make a program with partners to go out and distribute mosquito nets and anti-malarials and do those tests, especially in those 3 regions where there's very high incidence.
Inshallah.
God is
Yeah.
great.
The other little questions are RDTs and ACTs for the treatment. Once you buy the RDTs, you will have the supplies, and the ACTs, you will have the supplies for the village health team and other workers to both test and treat people diagnosed with malaria. So if you keep records of that, that will be so good. You know how many RDTs and ACTs you can buy with the program. It's all written into the grant. And the last little item is, as you may remember, we need probably to recruit a VHT for no more than every 100 families. If a VHT has to serve like 434 households in Machangana, that is too many people for them to go to in a month. So if we have 1 VHT per 100, or maybe even 1 VHT per 60 households, and we train them and they do record keeping on the treatment, they can easily go to 3 households a day for 20 days a month, I think. So maybe that is a better plan than 2 VHTs per village, no matter how many households in the village. Do you think?
I think, Chris, I think that's a good idea, but that means they need to, maybe at the inception meeting, also when they're doing the training, they need to establish the number of the households in each of the villages. Then they will determine, because by mandate, Ministry of Health has 2 village health teams per village, and those are already there in the system of the system of the Ministry of Health, in the structural arrangements of the Ministry of Health. Every village has 2 people, 1 male, 1 female. But if the numbers of the households are more than what you are saying, if each one VHT is to target 100 households, so in a village which has more than 200, that means you may need to recruit additional VHT. But the remuneration should also be tagged. I have to look at the budget again. But when we're implementing the project in Arua, we were paying them 20,000 shillings per month in addition, just to encourage them to give proper documentation, because the emphasis should be on accurate documentation. They should not sit in their house and make a report. They should do the actual, they should give actual documentation, and that's where the quality of the project will be evaluated from the accuracy.
Yes, well, Lynn and Christine has detailed experience in doing it, and Rotarians in Yumbe have excellent experience in doing this, but we might, I don't know if we need to do a small sample survey and treat so that we actually have household information, unless we're going to do a testing of everyone in the village, and you've got enough to test everyone in the village and record the incidence of malaria there. We will have better data than the health department has, because no one else can afford to test everyone in the village, but the Rotarians in Yumbe can. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions or thoughts?
I wanted to find out, do they have, are they going to work with Kuru Health Center, Kuru Hospital? Which hospital are they working with? Which health center?
Previously, we reported to Yumbe Health Center 4, then Yumbe Health Center 4 reports to the district.
Okay. So that means you will need a medical records officer from the health center 4.
Yes.
So you are going to work with a medical records person, because those are the people who will be justifying the records before they send to the district health officer.
Yeah, yeah. Those are the people we have been working together with. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Good. Thank you so much. That was so good. Thank you for your service to the community.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you also for supporting us to deliver the service to our community.
I have a question about the presentation from Tiju. I understand it's raining, and according to the report, that even some of the pits that have been dug already filled with the water. So it might not be wise to continue construction if there's too much rain, because those latrines may collapse. I don't know. You have to look at your own assessment to see what is best, because it will be a frustration to put a structure on a pit which will eventually collapse. So I think you have to wait maybe until the rain stops a bit, because these rains are heavy now, but it may dry up maybe between June. June may be a dry spell, then another set of rains may come in July. So if there's too much rain now, I will advise that maybe you stop sinking the pits, because they will collapse, and that will be a double loss.
Yeah, thank you so much, our advisor. As he said before, she actually requested us to be on ground to go and do for her the survey for malaria. And we thought maybe it will be on a Friday, but she said Friday will be market day. Everyone in that village will be going to the market. So Monday is going to be the convenient time for the villages to be around. So me and Rukia are going there on Sunday. We are going to do the survey, and as we shall move for the survey, we shall also be moving around to do our own observation to see how the latrines are being dug, how the texture there is, and will it really affect the construction of the latrine at this moment. We shall also be doing our observations at that time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. And also, I would like to thank our mother club, also Mother Gloria so much for the advice you have been giving to us. I think we shall consider, things you have a lot of experience more than what we have on dealing with the issue of malaria, with dealing with those of malaria partners. We also had experts, I think, from when you're dealing with Clover. So I think, thank you so much. We shall get in touch. In case of anything, we shall always get back to you. Also, whether we need something, we want to do something, we shall still get back to you so that we can perform well and maintain good records.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd also like to thank those of Chris.
Melissa wants to say
And,
something.
Yes, I
Can you
so
say-
appreciate hearing about all the work you're doing on the ground. I have three quick things that is a perspective from Rotary International. The
Okay.
first thing is last week, Chris shared a clip of Lenny Kristen's thank you to Topeka Rotary and about the work of your club, which I have been sharing, and it's people really, really like hearing what you're doing. The second thing is it's time now to be ordering the Rotarian magazine. And now that everything is all up to date on My Rotary, it should be much easier this year to send the names of those who want the paper subscriptions versus the digital ones. Right, President Rukia, you and I can work on that if you like.
Yeah.
And the third thing is if you would like for Topeka Rotary to again help with your invoice and the dues for the coming year, they and I stand ready to help with that. So you let me know.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for everything you've done to us. We really appreciate your support as Topeka Rotary Club, and particularly you, Melisha. You've been all the time with us. So we really appreciate your support to the poor community like Yumbe. And we also love all the Rotarians in Yumbe are very glad that you are always there with us, just like what those of Chris, Helen, and the mother clubs do to us. We appreciate all the support people have been giving to us. May the Almighty continue to reward you more and more.
Oh, just to say the word partnership is such a beautiful word, and you all demonstrate it. So thank you for allowing us to be a part.
You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you so
And
much.
we have President Moses online also.
Moses, you're most welcome. Things you've joined lately, we're about to close. You're most welcome for
Thank you, members, both on call and also physical in Yumbe. It's a
hello.
And Moses as always has connection problems.
Yeah, you know, he's
Hello, Moses.
in Arua Regional Referral Hospital at the periphery of the hospitals. I think there's a network challenge there. I think Rukia, you can go ahead and maybe close the
Rukia
meeting.
may be frozen.
Yeah.
So Data, I think that Rukia will come back online, and I have made you co-host. So and I made Rukia co-host, but maybe her co-hosteship will not be current if she signs off and comes back on, but when she comes back on, if she comes back on, you can use the link.
Yeah. I see Rukia.
Thank you very much, Chris.
You see Rukia has also dropped off, and Moses.
Yes, Rukia and Moses are both off.
Yeah.
I mentioned connection problems because of the rain.
Yeah.
God gives rain and takes away connections.
It's not God who takes away the connections. It was now the challenges of the technology.
Yeah, so let's give God a pass on this.
Well, we're always
Sorry.
complaining. If he gives us rain, we complain. If it's sunshine, we say it's too much. We are always a complaining lot.
Chris, you are blaming God.
Oh, no. I'm giving God his due or her due, whoever God is. Thank you. Thank
Just,
you.
just say, God, thank you.
Sorry. Uh, well, I guess the meeting has ended.
Yeah.
Data, do you want to end the meeting and I'll sign back on and you can, well, I guess that means unless we have something more to talk about, Gloria and Melissa, thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Chris, for sharing that link to the grants website, the U.S. government grants website. I'm thinking of what we can apply for.
Good.
Good
So-
information. Yeah, thank
So
you.
the ambassador is giving away $10,000 in another couple of days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you. Yeah,
Bye-bye, Melissa. Thank you.
bye.
So data, I suppose that they will come back online, but I don't. What do you want to do?
Let me also hope so. I don't know, but so did they say it is raining down there?
Yeah, well, I don't know that it's raining right now, but they've had a lot of rain.
Wow.